How are we to read the book of Daniel if we are to be true to God's word? Unquestionably, the main theme of the book of Daniel is God's sovereignty over history as we know it. The main point of the stories of chapters 1 to 6 is that God is boss over the greatest kings of the earth. And that it is God who facilitated Daniel and his friends going into the Babylonian exile. He is the source of their gifts, and He is the source of their salvation. He is the Ancient of Days, who acted sovereignly for Daniel's deliverance from the lion's den, for his friends to rescue them from the fiery furnace, and the future arrival of the Ancient of Days to save His people from the forces of evil, unquestionably. Therefore, the book of Daniel is written for the reader, the believer, to know that he is never to fear, for God can elevate you. And God can and will build your confidence in whatever circumstance you might find yourself in. Secondly, it tells us don't compromise, for God can and will protect you no matter where you may be. Then Daniel teaches don't assume that what is a mystery and a test to you is a test to the Lord. Don't fall into that trap. It may be dreams that you do not understand. It may be writing that was never decodified. But God will be with you. And where God is the Ancient of Days. There is no problem with Him. Don't fall into the trap of popularism and syncretistic faith wherever you are. But do obey God and leave the consequence to Him. You're a believer. You are meant to trust Him with the future of history. Not even your wise speculations would do half of what can and will do in His sovereign wisdom. The sovereign Ancient of Days can bring global harmony in spite of your personal lack of resource or influence, and in spite of the rise of world powers. For nothing and nobody has the grasp on history or the plan as the supreme Ancient of Days.